All right, guys, back in stock by popular demand, and this one is already going to a customer. This is Brandon's Uniden PC78LTX for people looking for a good option for a low drive type radio, something you can run with your one driving twos, two driving fours. Your RM Italy's will handle these radios. There's not a lot of options out there these days. Most radios are doing 40, 50 watts, and even a larger majority doing anywhere between 80 and 120 watts. But Uniden PC78LTX, probably my favorite lower output AM only radio out right now. Like these a lot. I commonly call them like a modulation machine, just because of how loud they are and the way they drive an amp. So they may not show up real big on a watt meter, but they just drive an amp excellent. I think you guys saw the little 68 LTX that I've been using some, real similar to this radio. This is just a little bit larger radio. Now, these are back in stock. I'm only going to carry them one way. In the past, I've carried them a couple of different ways, but now going forward, they will all have echo on them and all have variable power on them. So your variable dead key is going to be on your SWR cowl, and then your echo dual control right here on the RF gain. Okay, so some people aren't going to be a fan of that, but that's the way they're going to be set up when they come from here. If you want to change it when you get it, there's nothing that's been done that can't be undone. But when you buy one from here, that's how they'll come set up. Echo will be here, variable power right here. Sorry for those that don't like that. That's just the way we're going to have them. So, again, these things are loaded with audio. You guys can see I have the mic gain cut back to 9 o'clock. I'm running a Superstar 507. If you run a noise canceling mic, you can probably run it a little bit higher. They are loud, punchy, and they're nice and clear too. So, but if you run a Superstar, hello, check, audio, one, two, audio. You guys can just tell by the way it's making the meter move, that it's got plenty of audio, and you can probably hear it coming through that radio in the background a little bit. There's your receive test, just because. Again, I think I have just a handful of these right now ready. So again, once they sell out, it'll probably be another month or two before we get them. So if you've been waiting on one of these, I know I've had a customer or two that have been messaging me. I can't exactly remember who, but I'll be putting them up on the website tonight. I will be changing the inventory on these to back in stock. They have a Ranger Echo board in them. They don't have any kind of cheap off-brand Echo board. They actually have the Ranger Echo board. Again, variable power right here. So, that being said, let's do a little output test on this guy. Looks like our power supply is at 14.7. I'd actually set it at 14.5, but whatever. We'll leave it at 14.7. Not going to make a big difference. We'll check our variable first. Show you kind of the range of the variable control on here. So, 5 watts all the way up. And then nothing all the way down. Hello. Now, they do fall off a little bit if you run the power all the way down on them. They're not quite like an old school 29, but let's say we're going to run it halfway. Audio. About 8 watts average. And again, sometimes they'll do 8, sometimes they'll do 9. But this one's doing about 8 average, but I do expect the PEP to be up there pretty good. And if we want to run the RF power wide open, audio. Don't be fooled by that. They will still drive the amplifier really well. One of my favorite radios out right now. I like these, honestly. I definitely probably prefer these over the new FM 29s. I like these a little bit better. All right, PEP. Audio 1, 2, 3, audio 1, 2, 3, and that's about what we expect, about 40 or so PEP. Even if they show like 10 watts average, which most of these are going to be somewhere between 8 and 9, audio, they'll still show about 40 or so PEP. Now, are they going to show that? Like I said, I always put this disclaimer out there. Are they going to show that on like a dosimeter? Probably not. A dosi doesn't read true PEP. It reads like a mix of average and PEP. They're probably going to read about 20, 25 watts on there. Hell, they may even show 15 watts. But if you're using a Bird 43P as a reference, then this is about what you can expect. Somewhere between 35 and 40 or so PEP. Now, how much current does it draw? 2 2.72 amps. That's what it's drawing. We are using a heavy-duty power cord. So, you know, for reference, I had a radio hooked up last night that was drawing like, I think it was drawing almost exactly the same, and it was showing 12 or 13 watts bird. This one's showing a little bit less average power, but still showing, you know, relatively the same PEP, and it's drawing about the same current. So just a handy reference for you there. But these are back in stock, guys. I like them a lot. People are going to ask what microphone I recommend. Superstar 507, always hard to beat. Extreme 2018 is another good one. You know, or these driver extreme mics probably work pretty good on here. So I haven't tried one on it yet, but we can screw it in here and just see, just for the heck of it. We can go off script here a little bit and just see how it responds to the noise canceller. Why not, right? Let's plug this up. All right, let's see how the front meter responds. Hello, hello. It's still got plenty of audio, even with the noise canceling mic on it. I mean, we're sitting there still on PEP. Audio check 1 2 3. Audio check 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 check. Audio check check audio. So even with a noise canceling mic, you guys can see how responsive this radio is. That's why I like these things a lot. Just man, they're just little audio machines. All right, guys, appreciate it. Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. Going to update the inventory and get these back on the website. Appreciate it, everybody. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. See you, bye.